Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for another no-holds-barred analysis. The NFL, as always, continues to surprise us with its twists and Hollywood-worthy dramas. And today, my friends, the stage is set for a storyline that could change the future of an entire franchise. We're talking about money, high stakes, and a kid who has the chance to silence a lot of critics. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comment. The news that shocked the NFL world is that Bryce Young, the former first overall pick of the 2023 draft, may be on the verge of receiving a contract extension that could reach a staggering $200 million. That's right, you heard me. The same quarterback who was benched in the middle of the 2024 season for a performance that can only be described as miserable is now emerging as the front-runner for a new monumental deal. Tyler Sullivan from CBS Sports didn't hesitate to name him as the most likely candidate for the next big contract for the Panthers. This means that if Young maintains the momentum from the end of last season, and more importantly, replicates that in 2025, the Carolina Panthers will have a massive decision on their hands. We're talking about a heavy investment, a bet on a player who, until recently, seemed to have an uncertain future. Well, let's be frank, the Carolina Panthers have been a mess in recent years, a franchise that can't find itself, that collects mistakes, and has wasted talent. Now, with the possibility of a $200 million contract for Young, the pressure on the organization and on the player himself is reaching stratospheric levels. Comparing Young's situation to Trevor Lawrence's, who also faced difficulties in his early years and is now one of the highest paid QBs in the league, is tempting but risky. Lawrence has shown consistency over a longer period. Young had a flash at the end of 2024, but that's a small sample to justify a $200 million check. The potential arrival of a possible number one receiver like Tetairoa McMillan is a step in the right direction, no doubt, but the team as a whole needs to prove that it can support an elite quarterback. The recent history of the Panthers is one of instability, and a contract of this caliber demands stability and certainty. My opinion is clear. $200 million for Bryce Young at this moment would be a calculated risk, but with considerable chances of being a monumental mistake. He has shown flashes, yes, but consistency is still the big question mark. The NFL pays fortunes for quarterbacks, that's the reality, but paying for potential is not the same as paying for proven production. The Panthers need to be absolutely certain that Young is the guy, and not just the guy who looked good for a few games. If this bet doesn't pay off, my friends, the franchise will be stuck with a massive contract for a quarterback who hasn't delivered as expected, sinking even deeper into the swamp of mediocrity. They need him to be a franchise QB, not just a good season finisher. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comment. Until the next video.